Welcome back to Tick Creek Ranch. It's Saturday, August 6th, 2022. I'm going to give you a little quick update on this chicken tractor here. So we're going to go do a show and tell. We're going to move it and we're going to let the birds out. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Give them something fresh to eat. All right, so what we got here is a little access door. We need to put a handle on. Hinges are starting to sag. But the girls are up in here. We had this water in here with some medicated water. We had a couple of chickens start showing signs of parasites. So we didn't have medicated chick starter. So we think they got a little parasite. They had some bloody stools. So the wife medicated their water. Seems to have cleared up. This is some extra feed. Their little feeder here. And we'll show you how it works. So we got here is just a little pull rope system. Hooks here. Go ahead. You're gonna take that ring off. And then, so this is what we do. That's it. And here they come out. So what we do is we lock them in at night. And even if we forget and we don't, well, this thing is pretty darn predator proof. It's coming in contact with the ground all the way around. And what we did here, these cross members, these spreaders, as you can see right here, that are the front of the framing and that basically complete this perfect triangle. They're elevated. They're notched in to the tops of these runners here. And what we have is then a flap underneath that has hinges on the inside that allows it to ride up and down. So as you start dragging it, this just skips along the ground because we're going in that direction. And when you stop, obviously, it can rest down. If a critter tries to get in here, they're fighting against that flap. So they would literally have to be able to lift this up and then try and weasel under that, or they just have to dig under it, which would be the same effort as digging basically under those. The flap on the other end is the exact same. And you might ask, okay, well, how do you keep it from digging in the ground as you pull it? Because it would be going against the direction we're pulling it, and it would just stab into the ground, right? So right here, this is the side we tow it from. There's our chain. If we start pulling, this flap is just going to dig right into the ground, and it'll rip it off, or the coop won't move and the four-wheeler will burn out. But the way we ran our chains under and connected them to these runners here, these beams, it goes underneath the flap through a hole. We drilled through it and out to a big anchor. You can see right there. So here you go. Four-wheeler comes up, pulls tight, flap raises, pull forward, stop moving, and if it's not sitting on grass, the flap falls back down and makes a seal against the ground. So anyway, that was our solution, and so far we really like it. We have had no signs of predators even trying to get into this thing, let alone them getting to our birds. So we basically have redundancy. We can lock them in up there. We let the ramp down, and that is what also locks them in at night. These birds are just about laying age. So, I think how old are these girls? About 16 weeks?
Yeah, they should start laying here next month.
So what we got here, go ahead and open this. And this is set up, which now they just have a bunch of manure in. This is set up for the size and shape of milk crates. And so you can just set milk crates in that. Milk crates with just a little bit of hay or straw on them. With the front side would be that side cut out of the milk crate, and they're just going to sit in there as layer boxes. It makes them really easy to clean. They don't hold mites near as bad as, a solid bottom layer box, wooden layer boxes. Those aren't so great. We've been down that route. not great, not a good idea. So this coop or tractor, whatever you want to call it, is bird proof. And I mean bird proof, like this thing doesn't even let in sparrows, small wild birds, birds this big cannot get into it. It is completely tight. We've used 1/4-inch mesh, hardware cloth. So we've dealt with disease and mites, bugs, problems before with chickens, and it always seems to come from the wild birds. If you can keep the wild birds out of your coop, you know, the birds that you always attract that come in to eat their feed, if you can keep them out, it really seems to keep down on disease and pests and all that. So keep them moved, keep it fresh, and they're just healthy. You just don't have to fight it. So anyway, tell us what you think. If you guys see something that looks ridiculous or stupid on this or got any better ideas how to construct another one, let us know. Because this is no low labor construction method here. This took a lot of time. There's a lot of time. There's a lot of fit and finish. But we hope it lasts us years and years. Now, this is no solution for a broiler chicken tractor. I would never build one of these for my broilers. Broilers aren't around long enough. They don't need the Taj Mahal. They're obviously kept in a very specific time of year, you know, spring and summer. You know, these girls are going to be with us for a few years, at least this batch, until we rotate through. They got to be able to take and weather the heat, weather the cold. And so that's why it's a little bit more of an elaborate build than just a chicken tractor like the Joel Salatin chicken tractors. So anyway, hey guys, thanks for watching. Let us know what you think. Give us some advice. We're always looking for new ideas. Thanks again.